If you enjoy experimenting with music gear, this is one of those gadgets that immediately grabs your attention. Over the past few years, there's been a wave of interesting hardware for making music, but very little of it focuses purely on the fun of playing an instrument. That's exactly where the Tembo stands out. At first glance, the Tembo looks more like a beautifully crafted wooden board game than a piece of music technology. It actually resembles a handmade checkers set. But underneath that simple tactile design is a powerful music tool that works as a sampler, drum machine, and step sequencer all in one. The idea behind the design is to keep everything approachable and hands-on. The creators wanted something that could appeal to beginners, kids, and experienced musicians alike. Instead of relying on screens and menus, the Tembo focuses on physical interaction. You touch it, move pieces around, and experiment in a way that feels closer to playing a game than programming music. The top of the device is laid out like a grid, similar to a board game. That grid is actually a 16-step sequencer, where you build rhythms and melodies. Each row can be assigned a different sound, and you place small magnets onto the grid to create patterns. Drop a magnet on a square, and that step plays a sound. Stack 2 magnets in the same spot, and you get 2 quick notes. Flip a magnet upside down, and it shifts the note slightly off the beat. It's a clever system that makes building beats feel very physical and intuitive. The Tembo also comes with built-in sound packs. There are 8 sample packs available right away, each with several different sounds you can mix and match. If that's not enough, you can add more from the device's content library, or even load your own samples. Things get even more interesting once you start adding your own instruments. You can plug in a guitar, keyboard, or other gear and sample those sounds directly into the Tembo. There's also a built-in microphone so you can capture sounds from the room around you. After recording something, you can add effects, tweak it, and drop it straight into your sequence. And when you create something you like, recording the session is as simple as pressing a button. Another great part of this device is that it doesn't need a complicated setup. The Tembo has built-in speakers powered by its own amplifier, so you can hear everything directly from the unit. You don't need to connect it to a computer or an external sound system just to start playing around. Of course, if you do want to take things further, it also works with music software on a computer. It supports USB MIDI and can sync with digital audio workstations like Logic Pro or Reaper. There's also a headphone jack and USB audio output if you want to record more seriously. For connectivity, the Tembo includes Wi-Fi, so it can sync with the cloud and receive updates. Bluetooth is used for transferring new sounds and content from the companion app. The device runs on a replaceable battery that lasts about 3 hours per charge, and you can also use it while it's plugged in. One of the most appealing things about the Tembo is how casually you can interact with it. Many musicians have instruments around the house that they can just pick up and play whenever inspiration hits. The Tembo fits into that same idea. You don't have to boot up a computer or build an entire studio setup. You can simply walk over, start placing magnets, and see what happens. Right now, the Tembo is being launched through a crowdfunding campaign, where early supporters can get it at a discounted price compared to the expected retail cost. As with any crowdfunding project, there's always some risk, especially since this is the company's first product. That said, the team has been documenting its development for quite a while and has already attracted thousands of backers. If everything goes according to plan, the Tembo is expected to start shipping worldwide in early 2027. And considering how many new and creative music gadgets have been appearing lately, this one definitely earns a spot on the list of the most interesting tools for making music in a completely different way.